Hey guys, welcome to Pajama Mama's Kitchen and More. And if you guys see that, I got 4 tablespoons of butter in here. And I got to start real quick because that butter's starting to brown too much. What I'm going to make, this is celery. This is about, what do you call it? Thinking a little bit over half a cup of celery, a little bit more onions. I'm making some seafood, not seafood, some crab and shrimp bisque with corn. Okay. And I do not have my tripod because my husband was using it and he took off the mechanism to hold my camera. So this is going to be pretty quick. Okay, so I'm going to saute. Let me turn this up. I'm going to saute this for a few minutes before I put some garlic in it. Okay, guys, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. You have fresh garlic, about 3 or 4 cloves. But I don't have any, so I just got a little garlic paste. I'm just going to stir that in there. Oh, I hate not having a tripod. Okay, so I'm going to add some flour. I'm at about a 1/4 cup of flour to this. I'm making a roux. And I'm just going to saute that for a couple minutes. I don't want a dark roux. For a bisque or a chowder, you want a light roux. I'm just going to cook that flour taste off probably about 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, guys, this is optional. I have about some dried shrimp, and it's optional. Gives it a pretty good flavor. So I'm gonna say about 2 to 3 teaspoons, or just 1 tablespoon of the dried shrimp. If you have it, if not, don't worry about it. That's not traditional. I just put it in there to get more of that shrimp flavor. Okay, guys, I got some stock. You can use chicken stock or shrimp or seafood stock, and that is some homemade stock I just made a little while ago. And all I did was I had some what do you call it, the shells from the shrimp, and I always freeze them, so we want to kind of add this slowly. And this is going to be about 3 or 4 cups. Like I said, I'm making a bisque for 2. It'll feed 2 or 3 people. So I'm not making a big, I'm doing so. You'll see the recipe in the drop down in the description. It's going to be like a small recipe. Now, if you want a big pot, you're just going to double your recipe. Okay, guys, we are boiling. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm not going to put any salt in it right now because it does have that stock is very flavorful, and I'm going to add a boil bag in there. But right now, I'm going to put some corn in here. And this is just frozen corn. You can use any kind of corn. It's really good if you use fresh corn and take it off the, the rind or whatever. That's really good. But I had frozen corn. And if you use canned, make sure you drain it. I'm going to add a little bit more stock. Okay, guys, this is what it's looking like. Now, if you want a smoother bisque, before you put the corn in, you can actually use an immersion blender and kind of, make it really smooth. But we like a little texture to our food. I'm going to throw one of these bags in here. That's why I didn't put no salt in there yet, because that's going to give a lot of flavor. And that's just the seafood and crab boil bag. And that's optional. That's going to give it a lot of flavor. And then I have some shrimp right here that I've cut in half. And that's about, you're going to do 12 to 16 ounces. Like I said, I'm only making this for like 2 people, so I'm not doing a lot. And that shrimp will cook really fast. Those are raw shrimp, and I cut them in half. And then the crab that I have, I got some claws. How much is that? I don't know how many ounces it is. Probably a pound, but I'm going to do that right at the end because this is already cooked. And actually, I'll put about a cup of this cream in here because I'm going to do 2 cups of cream. And then I'll put the other cup at the end. And if you have sherry, some sherry, put about 2 or 3 tablespoons of sherry in there. I don't have any, so I'm not going to worry about it. And I was not going to buy a whole bottle just for this because it'll still taste good with all this flavor in here. So I'm going to let this cook about 10 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay guys, it's been about 10 minutes and then I'm going to add this crab in here. And I looked at the can, it is 1 full pound. So you can do a pound of shrimp and a pound of crab. And see, it made a pretty good pot. This is a 4-quart pot. I think 4.5, maybe 5 quart, but got half the way. That was plenty for me and my husband. And then I'm gonna add the rest of this cream. So it didn't look like it was gonna be enough, but it's plenty. And if you wanted a little spicy, I'll put that in the description too. Add a little bit of cayenne or some hot sauce. The black pepper that I put in there is plenty. So that crab is pretty much done. So I'm just going to heat that through for about 5-6 minutes, and I'll come back and show you plate it up. Yeah, I forgot the tomato paste. See, I'm holding this camera trying to do this. I'm forgetting everything. About a tablespoon of tomato paste. That's optional, but I'm going to add about a tablespoon. I should have added it probably around right before the corn, but it's fine. It's all going to the same place. Okay, now I'm going to let it cook for about 10 minutes. Okay, guys, it is finished. I turned it off. And the only thing else I added in there, I just a little bit of smoked paprika, and you're going to season the taste. Mine really didn't need any seasoning. That pepper and that crab oil, this little bag, it did everything it needed to do, okay? And this is what it looks like all plated up. And you can actually add, put it over rice if you want, but I want it just like that. So I'm going to taste it for you guys. Let you guys see what it's looking like. See all the shrimp and the crab and the corn. I thought that was going to just be enough for 2 people, but I think 4 people could eat this because we are sure going to have it probably for lunch tomorrow. But let me let it cool off. You guys see how hot it is. I want to burn my mouth. A little bit of hot. It's good though. Delicious. Very good. So you guys try this recipe. Let me know what you think. And I think I'm back to filming. We've been doing a lot of work around the house, so I've kind of been lacking for the last few months. But you got some videos coming up, so if you guys have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Comment, let me know what you think about this recipe. Let me know if you've tried a bisque. It's just a fancy name for soup, and it just means it has seafood in it. It's, you know, you can call it soup. But thanks for coming along. You guys have a great day. Bye.